All right. Thank you. All right. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yep. Thank you. Well, good morning. Well, my name is Dan James, and I've been in leadership for about 30 years now. I've worked in nonprofits. I've worked in my own company. I've worked at the Walt Disney Company. I was part of their emerging leader program that they had a few years ago. And I've spent my life helping people grow and move forward. That was kind of my main thrust and kind of my main thing that I wanted to do, is to help people move forward, get better. And the thing is that we learn all these tools, we learn all these tricks of the trades, but a lot of times we don't take the time to focus on ourselves. But I want to tell you a story to start off with, okay? Like I told you, I was a manager at Walt Disney World, and at this time I was a restaurant manager. And what's great with the Walt Disney Company and what they do in their parks is they move you around. They're constantly putting you in different places. They're constantly, you might be here for a year, but then you're going to go work in parks or you're going to work in resorts. And it's an amazing time because you learn so much and you're a part of so much what's happening. Well, I was a restaurant manager at the time. I was a young restaurant manager, and I got the promotion to go to a resort. But the promotion was actually I was going to start running their pool bar and their lounge. Now, here's the thing. I've never run a pool bar or a lounge. At that time, I didn't even drink. If it didn't go, I didn't drink it, so I don't know how to even make mixed drinks. I don't know how to do mixed drinks. I don't even know what they're talking about. What is triple sec? I have no idea what this stuff is. So I started going, okay, I can do this. You know what? I'm young, I can learn things, I can kind of pick stuff up. So I can read menus, and they have your menu book, of course, of all the drinks. Well, I was like, I can do this. I have the ability. Well, the other managers thought it was going to be fun, so they were like, listen, we've got a bartender we've got to talk to, because their pours are off. And we did a measurement, and we figured out they're using too much alcohol in their drinks. And that's, in bartender world, that's a no-no, okay? You can't put too much alcohol in people's drinks. And you got to talk to them. Okay, I can do this. So I sit down. I've been in leadership for years, had my nice coaching session. Hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about maybe the challenges you might have. And he looked at me and he said, so my pours are off. I said, well, yeah, that's what we're coming to get. That's what we're trying to solve, but we're trying to get there. He goes, show me. What do you mean? I want you to do a pour for me. Show me how I can correct, how I can do better. Yeah, I can do that. So we get behind the bar. Okay, thank God the bar was closed. We get behind the bar, and I open up the book, and I'm like, okay, we're going to do this recipe right here. I had no idea where anything even was in the bar, let alone how to make the mixed drink. So I get it all together. I finally get all the parts, and I put it all together, and then you get your little straw. Those of you who have ever done this and been in business, you get the little straw, and then you do a taste test, and it should taste like the drink. Let's just say mine tastes like pure alcohol, just pure vodka, because my pour was supposed to only be 1.5 ounces, and it was 3 ounces. So I failed, magnificently. I just put myself in a position thinking I could do it, and just failed magnificently. I learned something that day as my bartender looked at me as I was wiping the egg off my face and trying to get the tail to come out from between my legs. And I learned something, and the thing I learned is that growth doesn't just happen. You're not just going to pick up things because you're around it. You're not just going to go, all of a sudden, I'm in the atmosphere of being a bartender. I have the title of bartender. Now, all of a sudden, I'm a bartender. That growth doesn't just happen. You have to work on it. You actually have to try to work on your growth. And that's the thing, is that you guys have learned that this week. You guys have learned new things. You guys have learned new skills about AI. But I'm going to ask the question kind of hard, and I'm going to be a little harsh on this, is when's the last time you actually worked on yourself and actually focused on personal growth and working on bettering yourself, not for your business, not for your customer, but for yourself?